carefully hidden in Oakbrook Center. That is where Antico's at, and what kind of sets us apart from everything else going on in the mall is it's like a little retreat. When you walk in, it's warm, it's welcoming, it's intimate, it's cozy, but yet there's a good energy in the room. And then the service, the feeling people have when they're in here. I think you get a sense, a lot of our people have been here since we've opened, and it translates into the dining experience. The menu at Antico is about craveable Italian food. All our dishes are made from scratch in-house. We have handcrafted gnocchi and ravioli, hand-stretched mozzarella. We make our own pizza dough, house-churned gelato. I think we care. We care about the food, we care about the people, we care about our employee, the guest, we care about the whole experience. At Antico, we are as excited today as we were 12 years ago when we opened.
So, George, you say that Antico Posto always gets great reviews. Tell us why you chose it.
Always. Antico Posto is not a place that I went looking for, but it's a place that I found sort of on accident. And have ended up there multiple times. The cuisine is different Italian flavors than we may have regularly at Italian restaurants across town. And the environment, I just feel like I'm somewhere else. I don't necessarily feel like I'm in the middle of a mall, so to speak.
You know, the restaurant, it is located in Oakbrook Center. You know, you sound like you go here quite regularly. For me, that spells neighborhood restaurant.
Yeah, it is a neighborhood restaurant. I go there quite regularly, but I do notice quite a bit of the folks there have been there before when I've been there, and the servers have been there for quite some time. You know, they're not young, inexperienced servers who don't know anything about the food.
You know, I was pleasantly surprised. You know, my first reaction, you know, going out to a mall, to an Italian place, I think of, you know, some of those other Italian places. No, so I was taken aback. You know, we showed up on a Tuesday night, and the place was packed. Plus, they do a great wine special on Tuesday nights, $20 bottles. But homemade pasta, wow, unbelievable. I had one of the specials that day. Really, really loved it. Good. The place was bustling. It was loud. It was lively. So I definitely had stepped away from the mall and was now in this kind of microcosm of this restaurant that could have existed pretty much anywhere. Yeah.
Jenny, would you agree with the gentleman?
Yes. We got there on Wednesday, and same experience. Packed. Packed. And for the suburbs on a Wednesday, really?
That's when the suburbs are alive.
People in the suburbs eat.
That's right.
At home.
That's true.
Obviously not.
So I had the same expectations, like, oh, it's near the Urban Outfitters. Oh, good. But it was delicious, and the homemade pasta was amazing. Amazing. I kept sneaking bites of my boyfriend's dish, which did not go unnoticed.
What was that?
He had the smoked chicken Alfredo. Oh. It was so good. I had the angel hair with shrimp and broccoli. And the fact that it was cooked perfectly, angel hair is so hard to cook and fresh.
So you loved it.
I loved it.
George, what are some of your favorite items to get at Antico Posto?
The chicken ragusa is unbelievable. It's pounded out. It's really thin. It's got a little tiny crust of Parmesan on it and I think a white wine sauce. Love it. And the pasta, the gnocchi, did you have the gnocchi?
I wanted to try it. I really wanted to try it. But
you have to. Yeah, there was a mushroom gnocchi, and you took one little bite, and it kind of melts on your tongue. Unbelievable.
I think they said that they don't make it potato-based, but actually make it like from a mascarpone cheese or something based instead of potato, was what they said, which makes it different.
It sounds like your service was very knowledgeable and very well informed.
Yeah, you know, we got a lot of knowledge from the moment we walked in, really about, you know, what would go well with what, really what the pastas were made from, what the sauces were like, if it was going to be a heavy dish, a light dish, like a lot of information around it.
Great.
Yeah, they were great. When we ordered the wine, I ordered the wine came, and she let me do the tasting, which never happens.
Oh.
I was so fancy.
I
felt
correct.
so fancy. And then she gave me the cork, and I sort of took it and didn't know what to do with it, so I just tapped it and I put down. And the waitress said, finally, someone who knows what to do with the cork. And I said, oh, you know, what do other people do? And she said, sometimes people smell it. You know, you're not supposed to smell it. You're just supposed to feel it for moisture and then set it aside.
Especially if it's a screw cap, just don't do anything.
Just look
Drink
at
it down.
Yeah, I felt it had just kind of that like a rustic Italian restaurant kind of feel to it. Like it really kind of transports you to a different time where the pace is a little slower, but definitely lively for me. You know, it was definitely a lively ambiance.
Shane, did you feel like everybody in the restaurant knew each other?
You know, I did. That's
Like a town hall?
When I walked in, you know, the first thing that happened, you know, the couple in front of us was being told it was an hour wait, but they were also hugging somebody who came in out of the back who worked there and was like, well, we'll see you again later, or you're going to stick around, and, you know, they had a little quick conversation about it. It seemed like a lot of people there were interacting with each other.
So this restaurant is a Let Us Entertain You restaurant, which, you know, of course, has been a stalwart in, you know, our area for over 40 years. But the partners here are Mark Jacobs as well as Steve Hofferth and the chef, John Chocolis, you know, and they pride themselves on consistency. You know, would you say, George, every time you go in there, you get exactly what you expect?
Every time. And Jenny saying, being surprised that it was a Let Us Entertain You restaurant. Most folks that I have told, I don't tell them that until after we go, only because I think people sometimes they want to experience something new or original, and it's every bit all of those things. It just happens to be a lettuce restaurant.
George, you picked Antico. Posto, sum it up for us.
It's a perfect little neighborhood getaway for some fine Italian food.
All right. Jenny.
It is a place that I would return to if I were in the area. I think my parents would love it. And it's great, solid Italian food.
All right. And Shane.
Next time I'm out at the mall, I'll definitely probably have dinner there.
All right. Well, you can taste the gnocchi and so much more at Antico Posto, 118 Oakbrook Center in Oakbrook, 630-586-9200. They're open every day for lunch and dinner. Reservations are accepted, and the average tab per person without drinks is $40.